Florence in this conference, I keep very good memories, and I keep a link with these people and here. So thank you very much for your kind presentation. The topic, as Lee just said before, is going to be dealing with TEACUP. It's a project that I'm leading on KA 203. And the main, let me here, okay. The outline of this presentation is going to be divided into the main sections, which I mean, in general for the academic purposes, the theoretical background, methodology, resource, discussion and conclusions, and then the references I have used for the research. So the theoretical background of this paper starts with the current dominant paradigm in language education, which nowadays is dividing languages, the teaching of languages and the teaching of culture in isolation, that is, as separate subjects. Such a compartmentalized approach has been understood as far from optimal by the project TEACUP, because according to Candelia 2010, it can lead to certain limitations, especially when aiming at increasing the number of languages taught, realizing the Barcelona Summit Mother Tongue +2. So, moreover, the European labor market also shows a growing demand for multi and plurilingual communication skills and pluricultural awareness. I don't know why this goes bigger. Okay, sorry for that. So, as I was saying, the European labor market shows a growing demand for multi and plurilingual communication skills and pluricultural awareness also. So the TEACUP project, which, as I said before, is a KA 203, set the objective of designing modules and testing then which can merge the synergies of teaching languages and culture jointly, thereby integrating the notions of plurilingualism and pluriculturalism into international programs for foreign language teachers. So TEACUP meets the recommendations of the European Union regarding language policy. The European Parliament said in 2021, as part of its effort to promote mobility and intercultural understanding, the European Union has designated language learning as an important priority and funds numerous programs and projects in this area. Multilingualism, in the European Union's view, is an important element in Europe's competitiveness. One of the objectives of the European Union's language policy is therefore that every European citizen should master 2 other languages in addition to their mother tongue. As I said before, it continues with this Barcelona Summit 2012. So the primary target group of TEACUP are foreign language teachers, foreign language educators, who will use these modules in the teaching of a foreign language and for free and in-service teachers. These 2 target groups are natural multipliers who can have the capacity of transferring knowledge and competencies to the secondary target group of TEACUP, that is foreign language teachers. So the OECD in 2005 points to a link between the quality of teaching, teacher education, and student attainment. Therefore, in order to promote a more integrative and effective approach to foreign language learning and to support the provision of a wide range of languages and culture, and to value and make a use of linguistic and cultural competence of citizens, teacher educators and free and in-service teachers need to be equipped with innovative tools for teaching. And this is what TEACUP would like to do. So the methodology for this study deals with the design of the TEACUP modules, which has been a collaborative work between the research members of the group and of the project, which is, I didn't say before, but it is composed by 7 institutions of 6 countries: Hungary, Spain, United States, France, Italy, and so Poland. Also, a peer review of the modules, and this peer review has been done across 3 rounds of reviews and reviewing the modules. Then the implementation of the modules for 2 groups of Spanish undergraduate and in-service teachers. So we have implemented it with different teachers, so we want to know how these modules work. Then the distribution of the survey, which is the instrument of research, to collect data on participants' opinion on the contents of choir and on the competencies obtained through TEACUP modules. And finally, the analysis of both quantitative and qualitative data gathered by this instrument. So, regarding the participants, TEACUP has been specifically designed to help the teaching of culture and languages in a joint and complementary way. So the population of this research belongs to 2 groups of teachers, as I said before. A group of undergraduate, 4th-year language teachers for the University of Córdoba, where there were 42 students, and the implementation was carried out face-to-face during the months of October and November in 2020. We came back to the classroom, and in spite of the pandemic, we were allowed back to the classroom, and I had the opportunity of implementing these modules for my students. Then a group of in-service students, there were nine students. We weren't allowed to do that face-to-face, so we had to do it online. The same module was implemented in the month of February, according to 2021, and in terms of gender, we had more students, 77 were women, and the rest were men. The instrument, the questionnaire of TEACUP consists of 7 questions, out of which questions number 2, 3, and 4 contain both quantitative data on the module, and the other questions, that is 1, 5, 6, and 7, contain only qualitative data on the skills obtained by participants and their opinions on what how can be improved. Quantitative data will range 1 to 5 point scale, and the qualitative were 1 not at all, and 5 means very much. The research will analyze quantitative and qualitative data from questions 2 and 3 here. This instrument obtained a comeback of 0.871, which according to Oviedo shows high reliability of the instruments. So regarding the procedure, is successive in the success for the data has been carried out with a version 1.55 for quantitative data and for analysis for qualitative data. The results of the study regarding the quantitative data can be found as they state in this table. Students or participants show that their interest in the setting activities was most placed in number 4 and 5. Which is very much because we have 52.5 and very much 77.86. So it is most people found the module very interesting. And regarding motive, we have most data between 4 and 5 again, so we thought that was a very solid source of our analysis. Regarding the qualitative data that deal by the participants of this implementation can be summarized into 2 sets. The first one is to do with the interest and understanding of the content, where participants show a high level of interest in TEACUP as they mostly declare not to be familiar with the content before this implementation. These are some representative questions for answer. For example, they say, throughout this unit I have been impressed by different ways of approaching foreign language learning in the classroom, or I believe that the concept discussed in these units are very useful to future bilingual teachers, in addition to being very well organized and not exceeding in terms of quantity. So these were some of the quotations we found. And regarding if the modules they found them helpful and informative, We also collected some questions such as, I honestly did not know about this concept from the beginning. The fact of knowing them and learning them has made me perceive this unit as a source of knowledge and useful ideas for my future work as a foreign language teacher. Or in the future, I will know how to work in a multilingual way, since I will take into account the other approaches to learning the language. Or the participant said, I think that this unit is important to understand that we don't have separate spaces for the language in our brain. Everything is connected, and everything we teach is going to be helpful for our students. So also we consider that they were very relevant quotations and answers to our questions. So let me go on to the discussion and the conclusions of this analysis. The first implementation of TEACUP among Spanish participants, both undergraduate teachers and in-service teachers, can be regarded as very satisfactory in some different and complementary ways. On the one hand, the hot topics, the contents of TEACUP modules on both language teaching, such as translanguaging, are the classroom applications, and on intercultural education delivered across this first implementation has been valued by participants as very interesting, because values were mostly found between the point 4 and 5 of our Likert scale. The qualitative data of this analysis confirm the quantitative research, as participants have mostly stated their satisfaction with the contents regarding the interest and the possible future use of the activities practiced. On the other hand, the future for envisaged usefulness of the usefulness of this TEACUP module has also been highly rated by participants, as quantitative data yields 86.88% for values 4 and 5 of our question number 3. TEACUP, as stated above, seeks to design and implement innovative modules for teacher education at both stages, pre- and in-service teachers. The undeniable relationship between languages and culture should be present in the classroom for both pre- and in-service teacher education. As Jason and Rudolph in 2018 stated, in a world characterized by divisions and essentialization, it would be naive to think that the field of English language teaching would be immune to and unaffected by this partnership with global significance. So the outstanding results of the implementation of our TEACUP modules allow to state that teachers can and seek to educate the intercultural and plurilingual citizens of the 21st century society who can negotiate today's complexities of the world, in words of Byron and Manuela Bach. So our first conclusions go to state that university teachers, educators, together with pre- and in-service teachers, need to be equipped with innovative and comprehensive tools in order to promote a more integrative approach to foreign language learning, which can support the provision of a wide range of languages and cultures and help students value and make use of joint linguistic and cultural competence of citizens. Our second conclusion goes to state that language and culture in the 21st century should no longer be isolated, because becoming a world citizen includes promoting and maintaining necessary knowledge, developing skills, and creating attitudes to prepare learners for interacting effectively with people of other languages and cultures. Finally, let us finish with a quotation by Lidicode, who said that the movement towards an intercultural understanding of languages and education has had many consequences for how languages are taught, and involve more than an attempt to introduce additional elements in language education, and involves a true integration of language, culture, and the intercultural in language pedagogy. So these are the references I have used for this presentation, and I'm ready for your questions, comments, and suggestions for improvement. Thank you very much for your time and for listening to me for this presentation. Thank you very much.